Welcome to the Family First Retirement Podcast with George Politarhos. For more information, visit betrayawealth.com. Now, let's get to the show.
As always, thanks for subscribing to the Family First Retirement Podcast. Find all the information to meet George and the team scheduled at no cost, no obligation consultation here in the show notes. We always invite you to call 302-330-2166. George, it was a couple of weeks ago, we had the opportunity to take part in a great charity event put on by Milwaukee Brewers baseball player Christian Yelich. How much fun was that?
That was an absolute blast, Mark. We had a great time. He is a young man to me.
Yeah.
All-star baseball player and just such a nice, down-to-earth young man. Got a chance to meet him, his mom, his brother, rest of those Brewers, which we won't talk about that because we don't really care about the Brewers.
But it's funny, though.
It was a great thing.
You as a Phillies fan, me as a Braves
fan.
It's
for a great cause. They're there to raise money to help people.
Yeah.
And Betraya Wealth does that every day. Mm-hmm. So we are fully supported, and we had a great time and great experience. And we got a chance to hear some really fantastic music and talk to some great people.
It was the Christian Yelich Home Plate Foundation, and we had the opportunity to sit down and have a conversation with Christian Yelich and Johnny and Robbie, the two original members of the Goo Goo Dolls.
They were great.
The soundtrack of my high school. And to go back real quick, talking about Christian Yelich and the proof that his teammates really like him, this was an off day. And you know, once baseball gets rolling, once the season gets going, there are very few off days. I mean, half the team was there.
What a great brotherhood.
Yeah.
You know, you say you're family with people, right? Mark, hear it all the time in this bit. But then when something occurs and they have a chance to go home and hang out with their families or go out and do something on a free day, and yet they come and support. And it was a charity. So it was an auction. These men and this organization spent a lot of money contributing funds, which is another great sign, which we love to see.
Now, don't worry, I'm not going to become like a closet Brewers fan or anything, but we still had a great time.
No, why would I do that, please?
And we got to see the Goo Goo Dolls. And speaking of that, I wanted you to hear a clip of this. Here's George sitting down with Johnny and Robbie, the two original members of the Goo Goo Dolls.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Thanks for coming with us. And such nice to talk with the Goo Goo Dolls. I'm such a big fan. Thank you.
Thank you.
You've been in this business a long time. What have you seen as being your biggest challenges and the evolution over time?
You know, I mean, the music business is not for the faint of heart, I suppose, like most businesses. You have to spend a lot of time separating what's real from what's complete BS. That's annoying and time consuming. And sort of navigating the waters that can be a little bit treacherous because there's always somebody trying to pick your pocket. And, but then trying to create something that you feel is going to leave something of value behind, and going out and really doing shows and trying to serve that audience as best you can. That's the fun part. That's the good part.
Talk about the industry being kind of hard.
Yeah.
And you hear that saying that you're an overnight success in the music industry after 10 years.
Yes.
What do you have you found yourself, because it is such a cutthroat industry, how do you find the right people to have around you? Because people are picking your pocket every chance they get.
Yeah. I mean, you make mistakes and you get your pocket picked. I mean, that happened to us several times.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, and you're like, oh, okay, well, we didn't see that coming. Okay, what did we learn from that situation? And how do we not repeat that stupid mistake we just made? You know, but you're always dealing with things like that. And it's insanity.
We've been pretty lucky. We've been with the same record label for a long time. Been with the same management for a long time, same booking agency. That's a pretty rare story, you know, for rock bands. So, you know, I mean, we've had a way of doing things, you know, for a while that has been working out for us.
I mean, the core of our organization is, you know, it's me and Robbie. And then from there, it's like, you know, our management staff and then our crew outside of that. And that's what really keeps everything running perfectly, is just that. And kind of staying as insular as possible, you know, and like, you know, included in that group of people who we actually trust and who keep this machine rolling are our agents at William Morris. And, you know, it's just our management team, you know, it's just, they just make sure everything is moving, you know, because I mean, it's getting harder. It's like when I work with a lot of younger bands, and I don't like to offer up my 2 cents to them unless they ask me for it. And when they ask me for it, I tell them, well, you know, you guys are in a way harder position than I was when I was your age, because it was like the path, you know, you write the song, you take it to radio, you get a record deal, and then you get the song on the radio, and then they play it a lot on the radio, and then it becomes a hit, and then you fill an arena full of people. It doesn't work that way anymore. It's just, oh my God, it's so convoluted, and you know, it's impossible. Some days I sit and think about it, and I'm like, what? like how is this even happening? You know, but you know, we worked very hard, and we were very lucky to build a good audience, you know, that is growing still and internationally too, which is great.
Gentlemen, thanks so much for playing time.
Thank
I know
you,
you have a
man.
show tonight. Good luck. Have a
Thank
great
you
time.
very
Can't
much.
wait to see you.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
It's gonna be fun.
And the show was fun. It was
Great
a
time.
great show.
Great show.
There's a couple things he said right there that I kind of want to relate back to what you do at the Betrayal Wealth Group. And first and foremost, surrounding yourself with people you trust. But then he also talked about, like, he doesn't go and ask people questions, the up-and-coming artist. He waits for them to come to him. Is it the same way with building retirement strategies? Do you want us to ask you questions, or are you bringing the questions to us?
Well, everyone's retirement vision and ideas are different. And one of the things that makes Betrayal Wealth so unique, Mark, is that we don't sit there and put you in a box, so to speak, that you come in, you are 55 years old, this is the right plan for you, and we slide you down the assembly line, so to speak, like a Ford truck or a Dodge truck. We sit there and we have the basis for a retirement, but I want to know what your retirement is, what you're looking for in retirement, because we're different. We're all unique people, and we have different thoughts and concerns. When you work with my team here at Betrayal Wealth and myself, we are that one-stop shop where we're not a transactional firm, which means that you go in there and you purchase a annuity, and they sell it to you, and they say, have a nice day, and they kick you out the door, and they never speak to you again.
Mm-hmm.
When you work with my family at Betrayal Wealth, and when you start working with us at Betrayal, you are part of our big fat Greek family. We're going to do, obviously, the financial planning process. We're going to look at generational wealth, how we're going to pass on wealth down the road. We're going to talk about life insurance, Medicare. We have Ernie Calais that we do the taxes with, the CPA for in-house taxes. We're doing money management, making sure that the other avenue of income is good. How many flows are we going to have? We're going to do wills and trusts, because when the time comes and something occurs, an event happens that is traumatic, death of a loved one, financial difficulty, something that came up you didn't plan about. Do I go talk to the guy at that street down there, or do I go over here and do someone else? No, you call George at Betrayal Wealth, and we have it here. We know what's going on. We had people who have just had death in their family. Good customer of ours, John, over in New Jersey, lost his father, and he's still having a hard time about it. Mm-hmm. So what did he do? He came in the office last week. We sat down, and we went through everything. Now, we didn't work with Dad. Dad was 89 years old, and we didn't do anything. But we did all the paperwork. We made sure he was set up. That's what it's about, picking the people around you to have the right team around you. I think I tell people, you are a unique person and animal. You and your wife, your husband, your kids, your family are special. My job at Betrayal Wealth, my family's job at Betrayal Wealth, is to make sure you know how damn special you are.
Yeah.
And we take care of those needs. And that's what we learned from, and they were, Johnny and Robbie were great about what they said, but that statement alone is priceless to me.
Want to make you feel special
around you. Yes.
Yep. Yeah,
and that's exactly how we do it with Betrayal.
Even if you're a Brewers fan.
Well, that's a little questionable. It's better than being a Braves fan,
You
so we'll take
shut
it there.
your dirty mouth. Feel free to reach out to George and the team at any time. 302-330-2166, betrayalwealth.com. There, you can meet the team. You can also see some pictures from this great event at the Christian Yelich Home Plate Foundation with George, with Christian Yelich, George with the Goo Goo Dolls. Again, betrayalwealth.com, P-A-T-R-I-A wealth.com. You can find these in the show notes and, of course, on the Facebook page as well. Appreciate you listening. This has been the Family First Retirement Podcast, all powered by the Betrayal Wealth Group. Insurance and annuities offered through George A. Politarhos, Delaware Insurance License Number 1373121. Annuity guarantees rely on the financial strength and claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Read your contract for restrictions, limitations, or penalties.